Hi, everybody. This is Stephanie with SDC Wreaths for You. And I know this is sped up, but I promise I'm going to share the details with you. So, what you're seeing here is me building a cube made out of Dollar Tree curtain rod rings, or the curtain shower rings. They come 12 in a pack for $1.25. I'm also using some Dollar Tree spoon handles in the bag that you see off to the right of the screen. I had a bunch of these left over from a previous project, and I thought, I'll use these today on this. And that's what I did. So, what I did with those originally was I had the spoons. I cut the actual spoon portion off, kept the handle, and then I put bling wrap down the length of the handle. When making this cube, however, I ended up cutting about an inch of the handle off at the top so that I could put them end to end within these shower curtain rings. Um, you would have also noticed that I started out with 2 by 2 um, pre-built, sections, and ended up having to go back and take those apart. So it's okay to have the 2 by 2 for your bottom and for your top, but I would suggest as you go around building the height that you do them one at a time. So the two that are stuck together to the base, and then go all the way around the 4 sides with that, and come back on the second layer and do the 2 by 2s again all the way around. The top is okay to actually lay on there, but the bottom was the problem. So we want to make sure that you do that carefully. And I noticed that when I was doing these, I made sure that all the curtain rods were closed so that that wasn't a problem. Once all those were connected, I went back through with some E6000 on all of the joints just to make sure that they are going to be sturdy when everything is dry. So that was pretty easy. Here you see that I've decided I'm wanting to use uh, ribbon that has a glitter base. The silver ribbon is kind of sheer with the dots on it. However, I wanted some red in that. So I took a smaller, I think that's a 7/8 ribbon on top of that 2.5 inch ribbon, and glued it down using a glue runner. And then I've attached that to the silver and put that across my cube. So this next portion is just the bow that I'm going to make to go on top of that. Follow the same procedure basically. Ended up deciding instead of trying to do this with a hand bow to go ahead and use my bow maker since I'm going to have multiple levels on here. So just wanted to make sure that everything was precise and held well while I went through the whole process. So that's what you're seeing here. Overall, I think it went really well. This again was the first time I've tried this one, but again, lessons learned on just the steps that you're using to put the walls up, just to make sure they stay. So I will do a little tweaking here. I made a centerpiece bow or a round for this to go through. I use a zip tie to secure all of that. I'm gonna cut that zip tie off. Hi everybody, it's Stephanie with SDC Wreaths for You. I wanted to come outside and show you the bling factor on this beautiful cube that I made. This is, as a recap, made of the shower curtain rings from the Dollar Tree. So they come in a package of 12 for $1.25. I also use Dollar Tree. They have the little mini spoons that come 24 in a pack. And then they also use their bling wrap. So the only thing not Dollar Tree is the ribbon, which is something I already had. So lessons learned as I made this. It's fine to make the base and the top together where you already have the two glued together. The problem came in on the sides of the cube. So instead of building a wall for the whole four together, it was better for me to do the two here, and then the two here, and the two on this side, and then go back around so that they were just layered on top of each other and they had a chance to be more stable and sturdy. So once everything was together, I went ahead. I have two different types of ribbon that I wanted to use. I glued them together, and then I made my bow. And after everything was done, I actually went back through on all the joints with these 6,000 just to make sure this beauty does not fall apart on me. So I think everything turned out really well. I love it. Nice and blingy. What I will say, however, is I made this to go on a character attachment. That was the mindset, but it's too big. So I'm gonna have to make a smaller one for the character attachment, which is fine. Now I know how to do it. It's just gonna be a 1x1. And then I will be able to attach that, but I will use this in a different attachment. So I hope that you enjoyed watching the video on how I went through all the steps. If you have any questions, please comment and let me know. I'll answer those as quickly as I can. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. I'm also on TikTok, on Instagram, and on, what else? Facebook, sorry. Facebook. All the same handle, SDC Wreaths for you. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, Stephanie with SDC Wreaths signing out.